See that? And then we're going to do the other side. I'm not going to tape that one. I was just wanting to give you a demonstration of what you can do with the tape. There is a tape method. But once you learn where you can go, it takes away you having to put it there, because you can pretty much guess and feel the more you get used to doing your brows. I mean your eyes, rather. Okay. Now, as you can see, I've got both product on, and they look to be about the same. I'm not quite sure. Let me see, one more thing. Just want to make sure I have it on up here the way I do on the other eye. I wanted to make sure that they're even, because a lot of the times that you put on eye makeup, especially if it's going to be a shadow looking effect, you want it to be as even as possible. You don't want your shadows to be distorted in any way, spooking anybody or freaking anybody out, okay? So, once you have that on, okay, the very next thing that you're going to do is go back to whatever base you had in the middle, okay? And you're just going to put some more on your brush, blow it a little bit if you have to, and then you're simply going to repat right over it and go a little bit into your dark area that you put on the ends. Not a lot, but just a little bit. Okay? Kind of do the blending there, but cheating because you don't really have a blending brush. But, okay. And so you're going to tap, 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 tap. Go over, start going over to that line, yeah. Blending it down, just blending it down. Okay. Now, what I do at this particular point, what a lot of people do is where they add in additional colors here and here. And so typically what I like to do, because I like to keep it just a very soft looking thing, is I take the same exact color, same exact applicator, and wipe it off. Just wipe just a little bit of it off, okay, so it's not so heavy. And then you're going to simply take it to the corner and blend it over. And as you can see, because you kind of wiped off a little bit beforehand, it's not as dramatic. You see, it's very, very soft, and it's not as dramatic as the first one, the one that you put in the middle. Go back and just lightly smudge it in, just a little bit. Okay, and that should be very, very soft, very, very soft for you. See, I think I went over just a little bit here, so I'm gonna just, I'm a finger person. I know some people are like, you know, you need an applicator for this, applicator for that, but I use my fingers a lot more. Okay, once you have that on, get the other side here. Okay, you're going to take the brush that you had, that you used for your second color, your darker color, okay, and you're just going to put just a little bit on the applicator or whatever you're going to use, okay, and you're just going to go to that crease and kind of work it. Work the crease just a little bit, not a lot, but just to kind of give you this smudgy effect. Just to rub in the crease there. You see what I'm doing? Just a little bit. Okay, that's it. That's all you're going to do. Doesn't that look nice? Look sweet? Look pretty? Okay, once that's on, what I also like to put on now is just a little bit of brow highlight. Just a little bit, not a lot, okay? What I have available to me, and I'm going to use this little trick palette, the little palette that I got from Walgreens, and it's got some in here what to use for the brow bone, but I just usually like to use the lightest color possible. And because I can never get this consistency right, I'm going to go ahead and take off this piece of tape here. I was just trying to show you what you can do. See how clean and crisp that line is? Actually, you can see a little bit of everything on my face. But see how crisp and clean that line is from having the tape? So if you're new and you're starting out and you don't really know how far to go, what to do, just take a little piece of tape and just cheat a little bit. Put it right there across your eye, you know, on both sides. And that way, make sure they're evened when you're looking at them, and then work from there. And then anything that's on that, when you peel the tape, will come off, and you have that nice sharp line that looks very, very soft, very, very, well, sharp, looks very, very professional. Okay. Now, my brow bone, like I said, I only like to put just a little bit. So I'm just going to take the applicator here, and I'm actually not even going to do the applicator because I wouldn't do it if I wasn't talking to you, and I just put a little bit on my finger. That's all I do. Just a little bit, just a touch. And I rub it right in, right on top. And you can see I rubbed a little bit in my brow there, but that's okay. I'm not really one to make it seem like I don't make mistakes or anything, so I just kind of rub on the sides there, just nice and faintly. Do you see? And it comes out very, very nice. Now, to finish up this look, because remember it's a spring blossom, it is a very warm and pinky look, I do like to give just a little more drama to the eyes. Okay, so what I typically do is take, I have a Stila Kajal eyeliner in the color of Onyx, okay, and I did get this from Sephora, and this is a little bit expensive. I'm not even going to highlight it and sweet talk you. You can use any pencil that you want to use. The reason I love this pencil is because it goes on so smoothly, and when you're a person who have to get close to your eyes and you're jagging and moving and everything else, it is a lot. So I try to make sure that I just keep it very simple. I thought I had a little applicator. I was going to show you a little cheat of what I do, but I don't have it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my pencil, and I typically do not line my whole eye. And the reason I'm saying that is because with me having large eyes, you don't need to make them pop, so to say, any more than they already are. For me, I've been doing this for a while now, and I always get compliments more when I do it this way than if I try to do the whole eye. It looks, to me, just a little better. So I take my pencil, or any pencil that you have, and see where you started in the middle there with your dominant colors on both sides. If you can remember, go almost out to where the dark, where you first started putting the dark before you started blending it, and just apply it there. Just a very thin line. It's not completely on your waterline, but it's close enough. And you're just gonna do that on the other side. Do you see? See the difference? Let me zoom in a little bit. See how you can see the beautiful colors. And that's all I do. Now, I do sometimes add a little blush to my cheeks. I'm going to do that right now. And this was simply an Ulta purchase as well. And it's in Ulta Chic Afterglow. And I got it for $1. Yay! Okay. And I have a big brush here that I put on. And if you don't really know about brushes, I don't really know a lot either. I'm actually doing some research on it myself to try to learn about brushes and applications. And so I'll put that into one of the things I'm going to show you. So you see, I just put on a little bit of pink. A little pink there, that's it. I'm not trying to get anybody